Hi everybody, it's James here from the Anvil. I hope everybody's doing really well. I hope your Boxing Day is going great. Mine's going trash for two reasons. One, West Ham bloody lost again. And two, well, I've just got on a flight from Edmonton to Kelowna and it got delayed by an hour because of the snow. And then they ended up circling around Kelowna for half an hour because they overfilled the plane and needed to let out loads of emissions. If Greta Thunberg and David Attenborough had been there, they would have literally gone into full meltdown. They would have literally been storming all over the plane. David Attenborough would have been like, "This is killing the earth." And Greta would be like, "How dare you kill all this earth? You and your plane. Why couldn't you just drive?" Well, it was too snowy and all that, Greta, innit? But anyway, enough of them two. Those two can just go and try and save the world, even though it's not possible for two people to do it on their own. Anyway, West Ham have just lost 3-2 to Southampton at home on Boxing Day. We cannot even beat lower teams. We couldn't even beat Southampton, who I said in my preview have been crap all season. Let's get one thing absolutely clear right now. West Ham are reverting back to their former selves, and this is reminding me of what happened in 2014. Remember when under Allardyce, we started off that 2014-15 season excellently, got 3 wins out of the last 21 at this time of the year, and ended up finishing in 12th. We could even be lucky to get top 10 right now, and I think top 4 is probably over. Because we've lost 3 on the bounce in the Premier League. We haven't won since we beat Chelsea, and we've only taken 5 points from 21 games. 5 from 21 is not good enough. And like I say, we'll be lucky to get top 10 at this rate if things continue like this. Because today against Southampton, that was awful. Defending, awful. We have a good defence, generally speaking, but we haven't got a good depth. And that's what makes teams different from one another, is depth. So, for example, Leicester can afford to lose Vardy because at least they have Daka, a really competent backup. If Leicester loses someone like Harvey Barnes, they've got players like, Ozzy Perez, and they can have someone who has depth who can suit that. They have Iheanacho as well. West Ham doesn't have that. We don't have that depth. Our starting 11's good on any day. We can beat anyone on any day with a fully fit 11 and the strongest side. But we don't have that right now because of injuries and suspensions. And because Declan Rice got yellow card in this game, he's not going to play against Watford. He's out for that. Which just adds to our worries, I guess. Everything in this game just went wrong. It was just awful first half. I actually watched it in the airport terminal. Starting lineup. Get onto that whilst I remember. Vlasic started, which is what people were asking for. Antonio was dropped. I think they were alright decisions in hindsight. But poor defending for Southampton's first goal. Too much space. Too much space. Nobody is going into El Yunusi when he's taking the shot. No one's closing him down. It's like Southampton got a chance, took it. West Ham tried to make chances and weren't taking it, or they had no chemistry in the final third. No one's connecting, no one's getting up, no one's doing anything. Southampton had 81% possession within the opening 20 minutes of that game. 81%. What does that tell you? The midfield kind of tried. I'll give them that, but no one could connect to pass. Vlasic, much as I liked him, he went down too easily. Got fouled twice in the first half. Vlasic had a good dribble and a shot as well, which was saved. Souček couldn't get on the follow-up. But Vlasic, Bowen were doing all right from that first half. They were shining lights. Everyone else was just a downer. I'm going to say this right now, and people are going to disagree. I get that Diop and Dawson didn't play very well. Right? Dawson does a little bit more than Diop, but he's still not great. Those two are centre-backs, and they need to do the basic job of defending. They don't do it. They don't know how to do it together. They haven't got that chemistry. And it comes down to team chemistry again. Our starting 11 has a strong chemistry when it's at its fullest strength. We don't have that with our, backup players, our plan B players. We haven't got that. Half time, I wanted Souček to come off because he did nothing and get Alex Král. I don't know what Alex Král's done wrong. Don't know what he's done wrong at all. Don't know why we even signed him if he's not going to play. I wanted Ben Rama to come off actually, because he's got nothing. He adds nothing. When everything goes down, he's got nothing to add. No end product. West Ham, we do all the build-up work, and we're good at doing that, but we can't execute. Half-time, what pleased me, David Moyes actually did make some subs. Lanzini on, Antonio on, Vlasic and Fornals off. Vlasic, well, I don't know why Vlasic came off. Bad decision. He's obsessed with taking off the same players and putting on the same substitutions. You can guarantee Lanzini's going to come on for Benrahma. I said it in the last aftermath video, rather. Positive start, though. Start the first half. 2 really good chances. And then equaliser came. Corner's whipped in. Dawson heads it. Antonio heads it in from close range. And he needed that goal. He needed that goal. And it was a good equaliser. Lanzini, I'm liking this deep line role because he gets to interchange between playing alongside Souček and Rice or playing ahead or behind them. He looked content in that position. Declan Rice took a shot that went wide. It's not going to be a classic Boxing Day without a little bit of West Ham and VAR drama and bad refereeing calls. We had it in that 3-3 draw against Bournemouth when Wilson handled it into the net. I was in Australia when that happened. Now I'm in another part of the country that I now reside in on a holiday. It's happened yet again. Maybe I should just not go on holiday on Boxing Day. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Dawson apparently fouled Brozier. I'd say both of them were going down at the same time outside of the box. But Kevin Friend, who isn't going to be there for us, you know, I'll be there for you. Well, he wasn't there for us, was he? Screwed us over. Both were going down at the same time. Penalty given, like, what? Referee league's just corrupt and whatever, but that's something for another day. Anyway, James Ward-Prowse took it. You know he's not going to miss from that far out anyway. Scored it. 2-1, Southampton. Thankfully, West Ham came back. Jarrod Bowen, nice little work on that right. Lateral pass, Benrahma fires it in. Forster doesn't even move. Benrahma and Antonio, 2 players that I expected to have big seasons because they started out really well. And they actually scored goals in this game, so I've got to give them credit for that. Everyone stepped it up a little bit in the second half. But then Southampton made it 3-2. Ward-Prowse whips in a free kick. Bednarek gets a tame little head on it. He outjumped Souček. I've watched the replay, actually. Bednarek outjumped Souček. Souček doesn't even try to jump for the ball. It's headed in. It's 3-2 to them. Pole scores against the Pole. The other Pole being Fabianski. Seemed like one team scored, the other one followed. But this defence is bad. It's all over the place. It's naive. It's not working for each other. And if things keep going the way they do, Moyes' job's going to be under serious threat. And I'm not saying sack David Moyes. I've just had some people on Twitter saying Moyes out, he's lost the plot. He hasn't. This is actually coming at a decent time for him because he's got January transfer window coming up and he can add to it. And I expect him to, and he needs to. I'm not going to have him faff around until the 28th of the month and then panic buy. It's not happening. He needs to be proactive. We need to get signings in the first week. Or else we're going to be screwed. You know how tame we are with our attack, with our depth, when he throws on Yarmolenko and Benrahma comes off. Yarmolenko offers nothing. 115 grand a week just to be an absolute flop. You already know what I call him. You already know my nickname for him. Because he's literally like that. He's not a good player. Yarmolenko adds nothing apart from step-overs and off-target shots. Finished 3-2 to Southampton, and we did deserve to lose. First half, massively shot ourselves in the foot. Second half, we were bad, really, except that we pulled it back twice. We had a bit more fighting spirit, and I'm going to say Moyes, he didn't get it right, but he did do some things right by doing those substitutions at half-time, because that worked. But if it's for me now, Ben Johnson comes in because Arthur Masuaku was crap. Harrison Ashby comes in because Sofal's not been good enough. Alex Krall starts. Lanzini's probably going to get the nod against Watford. And probably start Vlasic again. He didn't do much wrong. I don't know why he came off. Just made no sense. So, yeah. Game finishes 3-2. I find out my flight's been delayed by an hour. Nervous as hell when the plane's taking off because I look out my window, it's nothing but complete white on the ground like a Tony Montana table. And then, you know, we end up circling around Kelowna for like an hour, half an hour even, just to burn fuel out of a plane. So, West Ham lose, my flight gets delayed, but I'm here right now in the hotel. I'm here for 5 days, back doing regular Anvil content on the 30th. Thankfully, I'm going all day to take my mind off West Ham, because I really need it. Crap again. What else can I say? We're just crap right now. And we're going into free fall if we're not careful. Free fall like, you know, Tom Petty. Thank you very much for watching the aftermath. If you like the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you all soon.